Melody Hobbs is a really smart lady who she's really good with investing. She works with another guy that I really like named John Rogers out of Chicago with Ariel Investments. And she was talking about loaning money to family. And I looked at Melody's background, and she was raised by a single mom. She was one of, I think, about five or six kids. And I got a sense that there was a lot of financial trauma in her upbringing that drives a lot of her economic decisions. And she married this really rich guy. You might have heard of him. His name is George Lucas. And George Lucas is the guy who created Star Wars. And his net worth is about $5.3 billion. $5.3 billion. And I listened to Melody talk, who I really respect. I think she's super smart. And she was talking about loaning money to relatives. And she mentioned that a couple things that were interesting. She was talking about how she gets asked for money a lot, which that's going to happen when you marry, a rich white man and or even a rich black man. But you married the Star Wars guy, so I guess that's going to happen. And she said that she was talking to a white lady, and the white lady had said something like, you loan money to your family. And she said, me and the other black people were like, yeah, right. And so I don't know why she brought that up. I don't know why she said it that way. I don't know if she was saying it because that's just what we have to do, because as black people, we have more problems to solve typically than other people do. Or if she was saying it as if like, well, because the white lady said it's a bad thing, that we should all think it's a bad thing. And she mentioned something interesting in terms of, speaking of her mother. She said, my mother saw me as her retirement plan. And then she mentioned how she deals with relatives borrowing money. She said that she tells them to go talk to Tom, if they want to go borrow money. I thought that was really interesting. On one hand, I can only imagine the amount of pressure that you would go through if you marry a billionaire, right? You're going to have everybody coming at you for money from every direction. It's quite overwhelming. I think people ask me for money about 8 times a week. I think that's about my average. And so I get it affects you. I don't even like to answer the phone because I'm like, oh, there's probably somebody who's going to ask me for something. It's kind of what it is, right? But it comes with the territory. It's fine. But the other part of it too was, I was really curious about her perception of family, and family asking for financial help and stuff like that. So a couple of things that came to mind was, one, when she mentioned that the white woman was shocked that the black people in the room help out their family members. um, I think that's okay, actually.